folks, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. I'm diving into about a bunch of Native American legends today, especially Cherokee. Some I'm talking about, I know I might be butchering it, Buchanan, Oda, or Dragon-like Serpent, a Cherokee legend. Originally was a serpent that got transformed to a man for failed attempts at destroying the sun. Some religions are different, some are the same, and everything. And to be honest, I'm really behind on my legends. I really felt I touched my Native American roots, so forth and so on. But we'll break them down. There's another legend here about a young Indian warrior that fell in love with Thunderwood, or daughter of Thunderwood. Basically, they take the human form of humans. These creatures are powerful and dangerous against certain forces, generally thought to be friendly to humans. But he fell in love with one, and he followed her. He asked to be his wife. She told him to fast all week. Then on the following week she'd come back, and she followed her to a path through a forest that I'd never seen. Through a creek that led to the river, River, and therefore based to a cave. And they was getting ready to go to a meeting, and they were getting on saddle of legendary serpents, one red and one white. When I tell you about the serpent that took the form of a man and fell just with the sun. In Cherokee about the Unaga have to do with Cherokee heroes slaying one of the great horned beasts. They are said to be dangerous, ugly, deadly creatures that seek to destroy the prairie. But here's some other things here. Spirit Fingers, Stone Giant, they're both cousins, they both hunt each other. The same creature as us lovers. A traveler or creatures take a form of friendly spirits that are known to be sympathetic to Cherokee people, are strong and helpless in battle, low on Cherokee have, like Ugutasa, are usually invisible, sometimes shows themselves as a human form of their warriors. Their name pronounced similar to Nakahuki, where the bear lives. But I'm going to tell you another legend here. I was told there's a young Cherokee bride coming of age to be married. Her mom told her she needed to get her a husband. So therefore, one of the Cherokee spirits like Bigfoot took a fancy to the young girl. Brought her all kinds of food and everything. And mom always noticed big footprints outside the place. Asked her, why does your husband always leave before dawn? And to be honest, he told his wife, his mother-in-law saw him, it would be hilarious. It would be terrifying to see him. To be honest, a lot of these legends Cherokees tell are basically stoked and hard to eat facts and everything. There are some legends they like to talk about, some legends they don't want to talk about, and everything. There's a lot of legends that are stoked. Here's one I learned: how the peasant beat the corn. Once the peasant saw a woman beating the corn in a wooden mower in front of her lodge. The peasant told her, I can do that too. The woman said, I don't believe you. Yes, I can, said the peasant. So the peasant went behind into the trees, into the woods. Behind the log, he flew into a hollow log and drummed with his wings until the people thought he really was beating corn. That is why the Indians have the peasant dance as part of the green corn dance. The first women in Cherokee culture would become corn women. Funny thing here is how the turkey got his gobble. One day in the woods, the geese had a good voice and the turkey had none. Therefore, the turkey asked the geese to teach him, but the geese wanted to pay, so the turkey promised to give him some feathers for a collar. That is how the geese got his collar or turkey feathers. So the geese began to teach the turkey at last. The geese said, now you must try you must hollow. The turkey said yes. Geese said, I will stand on this hollow log, and when I tap it, you must hollow as loud as you can. So it's climbed onto the log, ready to tap into it. But when he did, so the turkey became so excited that when he opened his mouth, he only said gobble, gobble, gobble. Here's a story here that should tell you revenge is never something you want to do. Once a mountain hunter heard a noise at night, like a rustling wind. He went outside his teepee and found an eagle sitting on a dying pole, feasting on the deer he had shot. So he shot the eagle. The next morning, the hunter took the deer back to his village and told how he had shot the deer and then shot the eagle. Therefore, the chief sent men out to bring in the eagle and have an eagle dance. That night, when they were dancing, there was a whooshing sound outside. A strange warrior walked into the circle. He is not of the village. He thought he had come from one of the other Cherokee tribes. This warrior had told how he killed a man. At the end of the story, hi, one of the men with the ruffle, who was leading the dance, fell dead. The Cherokee said another deed, and then he said hi, another ruffle fell dead. The people were frightened, but the stranger sang another great deed. Then again he hi. Again a man with the rattles fell dead. All 7 men who had rattles and were leading the dance fell dead, and the people were too frightened to leave the lodge where they were dancing. Then the stranger vanished into the night. After long they learned that the stranger was the brother of the eagle that were killed. In other words, killing somebody's loved one is not something you should do, and therefore revenge should always be taken upon those who did it wrong. There's a lot of stories that Cherokees tell that symbolizes something that you know. There's another legend called the Moon Eye People, which the Cherokees took out and killed, which I think, to be honest, in my opinion, I'm not trying to judge, but these people called the Moon Eye People can see in the dark better than the Indians. So therefore, the Indians are not really doing them wrong. They're just trying to protect their own self, because you'd be at complete disadvantage if somebody can see better you in the dark and decide to take you out. And everything. And to be honest, there's a lot of things in this world that can see good in the dark, and we people really can't see that good in the dark. I'm not saying what they did was right. I'm not saying what they did was wrong. I'm not trying to pass judgment on them. I'm just saying there are some things out there in this world that the Cherokees are telling us, and we've finally seen with our own 2 eyes what's going on, and it's really too late. There have been legends, and people are finally admitting are true. I mean, they finally admitting that there areas might be wolves or Bigfoots and stuff like that in the world, and people, the Native Americans, have been telling these stories for generations, and now finally people, scientists, are finally admitting to it. Well, it's a little too late to admit to something that's already there, in your face, slapping you upside your head, and proving you, and telling you right off the bat that they've been telling you for generations that it's been true. In my opinion, man, if people who've been on this land for this long and knows what's going on and tells you something's going on, shut up and listen. Don't try to say, oh, they lying, oh, they mistake. No. Indians of this tribe, of this land, have known generations and generations, there's some stuff in this world that's not right. To me, when you finally tell somebody to tell you the truth and you listen to them, you know they're not lying to you. But scientists, they know shit and they don't know shit. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'll cover a lot more stories as the days go by about Cherokee culture, Cheyenne culture, and everything. And remember, people, This world is different than what you know. This world is darker. It's not always truth and science. It's not always legit Bibles. They tell you what's going on. There are some things the Bible cannot discuss. There's some things the Bible cannot break free or discuss or dismiss or write off false. There's some things older than Christianity out here. Older than anything in this world. We got to pay attention. Good night.